I would go out and do, webinars and podcasts and things and, present this different point of view. And then, I didn't hear any direct feedback, but then I would get a note from sales to say, hey, there was a couple questions on, they sat in one of the presentations and had a few questions. Could you meet with them directly to explain this a little bit more? Great. There's a captive audience. BD and kind of the marketing function is really well suited to frame those value props and collect it. The way that we would ask a question may be different than what a salesperson would ask. So I did an engagement like that. They went back, and then a hard inquiry came with a product quote for our product that was different. So then there had to be this testing, validation plan. And what we heard was the third party that was doing the testing was asking, like, why are you doing this different way when everything else we see is over here? And the rationale was every point I said in all the materials that were presented. So when you do it right and that collaboration loop is there and you're connected with sales and you start hearing your value propositions come out of the mouth of your customer, that's it. That is nirvana. That is the end state that you want. And that's why it's so important to get that feedback frequently to adjust and iterate your messaging, because there's no way that first presentation I made stayed that way. I kept having to adjust it based on the feedback we got. And those value proposition points that were said to the third party from our customer, you better believe were the first 3 slides I started using in subsequent presentations, right?